Good morning. Today I'm going to make a nice turkey stew, and I'm going to let it cook throughout the day using my Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker. This is a multi-cooker. It has many functions, and I'm going to use more than one today. That's why I like the multi-cooker. My ingredients are going to be onions and carrots and potatoes, a couple spices, some turkey broth, and this is an oven roasted turkey breast. This has already been cooked and it's cold. It's ready to be used in some way. It could be sliced, it could be heated all the way through as a roast. But what I'm going to do is cut it up into cubes and make it part of the turkey stew and cook it in with all these lovely vegetables. So let me show you how to set this Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker and we'll get started. I'm going to start by turning the cooker on and choosing the function that I want to use, which is saute and simmer. And once I choose that, I'm just going to make sure it can be on high or low. I'm going to have it on high, and I'm just going to press start. Now this will start warming up while I quickly cut these vegetables, and then I'm going to throw them in with a little olive oil. So let's see what I can start with the fastest. We're going to use 3 onions. These are Vidalias. I peeled them, but I just want to cut them into chunks. Alright, now this is a non-stick vessel. I'm going to just spread a little olive oil around the bottom to get started. And I'm going to start throwing these veggies in there. So first we'll go with the onion. Just going to throw them in by the handfuls. And then after they start to soften, I'll break them apart a little bit. Alright, next I'm going to use these potatoes here. I'm going to cut them up into cubes also. So I washed these already. I'm just going to make them like quartered or 6 pieces out of the potato, because I want them to be pretty big pieces also. This is one of those comfort meals that you sit down with the juices and the veggies and the turkey. I'll toss them right into. I have a 3-pound bag of carrots. I took about 3/4 of a pound out of the bag, and that's what I have here on the counter. Alright, the rest of the potatoes. I can show you like this what we have so far. It's nice that the inner pot comes out like that. Now the carrots, I don't peel the carrots because I like to have the fiber of the outside, but I am going to cut off the ends, which are a little ugly. Nobody wants to eat them. I'm going to cut these on the diagonal. I like a good sized chunk there. And we'll start throwing them in too. Alright, carrots go in. I'm going to put a little more olive oil on top. and mix these up a little bit. Add a little salt and pepper. Mix these up. Alright, let's get that back on the plate. Now this turkey breast, I bought this at Sam's Club. It's already cooked, as I said. It has 5 ingredients: turkey breast, salt, turkey broth, sugar, and natural flavor. That's it. So, since it's already cooked, that's why I gave those vegetables a little bit of a head start. It has an easy open package. You just pull this apart. You don't have to hit it with a knife and scissors and everything else. It's about 4.5 pounds, okay. Now what I'd like to do is cut off the rough parts from the outside. So let's see what we get when we slice it open. Look how nice the meat is inside. It's nice and juicy. Looks good. So I'm going to cut this so that I can make cubes out of it. And I might trim some of the outside edge. We'll see how it feels. Now I expect this turkey to put a lot of flavor in here. I'm just going to take a paring knife and peel off this outside edge. There's fat on it a little bit and it's very tough. If you'd like to leave that exterior on for extra flavor, you can do that. I'm just making nice cubes that have all white meat from the turkey breast. And I expect they might shrink somewhat. So the bigger ones I'll cut into cubes, just bite-sized pieces. That's what you would like to have on your spoon or fork if you pick that up. I'm going to go ahead and slice this up into cubes, and then I'll be back. We'll add it to the rest of the ingredients. Alright, I cut off a few nice slices. I have a big pile of turkey here. I still have probably a good pound of the turkey left, at least a quarter of it. So what I'd like to do is save that for another meal. This matches up with the amount of carrots and potatoes that we have. And I did want to mention, some people responded to one of my videos that I noticed you have a new cutting board. Well, yes, I got this Bruce cutting board and I absolutely love it. It was a gift from Rick and I appreciate it very much. It's so nice to cut on and take care of. So I'll put a link to this and the Ninja Pot in our video description. So this here, I was thinking might make a couple nice chops that we could make in a frying pan. There's a lot we could do with another piece of meat like that, but right here, look at that. It's a good amount. Let me show you as I add it. Now these are browning nicely with the oil and the spices. We'll add all the turkey. And you'll see the ratio is pretty even, so it makes sense to keep that extra piece of turkey for another meal. Now let me get some other spices in here before I start mixing. Alright, first I'm going to add some cut up garlic bits here. This is already diced. And I like to add a good amount of garlic. This is probably about 3 tablespoons. Then I'm going to add some Cajun spice. I think it goes good with the turkey and these vegetables. And it puts some nice color and flavor in there. And mix that in. That's about a tablespoon. And I always like to add some pepper flakes. And these are good for your digestion. They're good for your metabolism. When they get the hot flavor going on a little bit, so we'd like to add a little spice. All right, now let's mix it up. One thing about this pan, it's nice oblong shape. It gives you room to work with for turning things over, and oh, look how nice. Imagine we'll come back to this. I'm going to set it for about 6 hours and let that just stew. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to add some turkey broth. And this will give it something to stew in until it makes its own juices. I'm not going to make it swim like soup, but probably about 3/4 of a cup. All right, back into the Ninja pot, and you can see it's asking for the pot because it knows the pot is missing at this point. Here we go. All right, we're going to cover the pot, and we're going to change the setting now. End it. And then we put it on slow cook. And here I can choose low or high also. I'm going to choose high just to get it started. Along the way, I may reduce the heat a little bit. We'll set the time for 6 hours. That happens to be the default here. And we'll press start. Ready to go. We can check on it and stir it up again and see if we need to reduce the heat depending on if it's starting to boil in there. Just want to cook slowly all day. Smell good. Can't wait to eat it. I'll be back later on and show you how it comes out. So we have nice juices, we have nice tender potatoes and carrots. Everything looks delicious in here. Let's put some in our serving bowl. I think that looks perfect. I'm going to serve it with some nice Italian bread. That'll be a nice dinner. I'm going to let this cool off. I hope you like the idea of making a simple stew with some ingredients you have in your refrigerator. Thanks for watching.